In this 45-minute video, I use my standard TI-99 4A with a tape interface cable to play 3 TI basic games. They don't require extended basic. The games are Boa Alley, Nerm of Bemer, and Goblin. These 3 games were each published on either Compute or 99er magazine. These games were all recommended in the AtariAge forum in a thread called The Best Plain Old TI Basic Games. Thanks to everyone who contributed there and gave me ideas on what to play, because I'm new to the TI pretty much. I browsed 2 books. Also, they are Games TIs Play and Zappers, Having Fun Programming and Playing 23 Games for the TI-99 4A. As I play the games and skim the books, I give commentary on my experience with the classic 8-bit computers and the TI-99 4A. This video is a little different than my previous videos in that I kind of set up my camera on a tripod, and for the first 23 minutes or so, as I'm loading games and stuff like that, I actually just talk and load the games in real time. I wasn't planning to do that, but I want these videos to get edited a little faster, and it really speeds it up for me. And also I thought it'd be a good time for me to just talk about my use of these computers in the past. Enjoy the video. This is the start of my second video. I'm hoping to cut down on some editing, and I'm just going to try to show myself loading up a few basic programs. These were recommended to me in the AtariAge TI-99 forums. I tried them out last night. They play kind of slow. 2 of them were recommended. One of them is one that I have played before in the past. I'm just loading these up on my plain Jane TI-99, and let's get into basic. I had to learn how to load up programs. The programs we'll be loading this afternoon are Boa Alley, Nerm of Bemer, and Goblin. Boa Alley and Nerm of Bemer are kind of snake-like games. One of them is like a nibbler game, and Goblin is one that I played on my Commodore 64 when I typed it in from one of my Compute books in 1985 or so. So let's load up a program. So CS1, and it's all kind of new to me. So let's see, we'll load up which one first? How about Boa Alley? I don't think either of these games is all that great, but they work. I don't want to load it this way. I want to load it with Audacity. Audacity is so cool. That's how I edit my podcast, which I haven't made for quite a while, but it is the way I do it. This Vista computer is extremely slow, but it does work. That's what's important. I'm filming this out in my garage again. I closed my garage door because it was so loud. What have we got going on here? So now I have to press play, and I want to actually load this in real time. It's going to take, this one's going to take about a minute to load, but it's not going to be all that boring. I hope. I've got to let's sneak away here while it's loading, and I'm going to try to get my I'm trying not to make noise, but I can't help it. I'm squeezed in tight over here. Anyway, what I was trying to get was my remote control for my TV, because if I turn it up, you can hear it very loudly, how loud it is. That is the program loading. You don't want to hear that, but that's what it sounds like, which is actually kind of a good thing. It lets you know something's happening. I mean, sure, it says it's reading, but you know, it's always good to get some feedback. And I mentioned that I played these games last night and on the forum, and I commented that they were awfully slow, slower than I expected. So the data is okay. I can press OK. And something I can't quite get used to is with this system so far. I mean, I've only been using it a few days, but in order to use the joystick, from what I understand, you have to have the alpha lock up. But in order to type in some of the commands, you have to have it down. So I find I have to keep switching it back and forth. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong there. Enter. I'll turn it up a little bit so you can hear it. And this, like, if I was using any other 8-bit computer, when I press run, it just starts running. So so what do we got here? The Boa Alley by Tarek Esani. You must direct a long snake-like object through a maze hitting round white targets. Use the joystick or the arrow keys to move. If you hit yourself, the boundaries, or the dividers, the game will end. Press any key to continue. So now I'm going to use the joystick, and I found this game to be pretty difficult to play for couple reasons. One, it's pretty slow, but that's basic in general. But I've used other basics before. So right now, what it's doing is it's drawing the my character, and I find the game so slow that I have a difficult time maneuvering my character around. Let's see if I can. So it takes. I'll count it next time after I die. So I'm playing now. Oh, and there's like a delay between when I move and when I don't, which I know that's kind of caused by basic. Now I have to press the space bar, and now I get to watch it draw all that again. I'm going to count how long it takes to score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it takes approximately 20 seconds. And I died again. So it took approximately 20 seconds for the game to draw. Now, if I was playing this under emulation, I would just assume that I had a problem with the emulator because the screen is drawing so slowly. But I'm not playing under emulation. This is real hardware. And I'd also assume that the delay between the movement on the screen was also caused by the emulator. But that is not the case. It's just that slow. Alright, now how the heck am I going to get to this one over here? Very carefully, I guess. So this game is basically like Nibbler, kind of, sort of, which is an arcade game. Oh, I knew I did that too. Now, what did I get? A score of nothing, because I haven't gotten anything. So this is, I think this might be one of the games that's been compiled since on my minimal setup of just having a 16K TI and the serial cable. It's kind of hard for me to actually play, I think, compiled games. In fact, I think it's impossible, but maybe not. Let's see if I can at least get a score. That would be nice. Where is the... There it is. Okay. Hooray! I'm going to actually get a score. A score of 1. Don't tell me that. Alright. So once you get a little bit used to it, it's okay. And I could see how playing this with 2 players would be a little more fun. Because last night I was frustrated because I was kind of... Well, I still am by myself. But I was frustrated because... Well, it's going to sound pathetic. Because I had no one to talk to. But I still have no one to talk to. Now I'm just talking to the camera. But it's a little more fun. Man, my tail is long in this game. Ah! Yeah, that's my own fault. Alright, so I'm going to try loading a different game. And that is going to be that. And I think I can type quit and buy. Let's see if that's right. Is that correct? Yeah, it did work. Okay, let's get back into basic. And now I'm going to load up another game. What should we load up this time? We'll load up Nerm the Bemer. Open with Audacity. And this one's going to take about 1 minute and 45 seconds to load, something like that. And, oh, so now I have to put down caps lock, right? Because, right, this is what happens if I don't put down caps lock. So tell me if this is normal. Is this normal? It says check program in memory, IO error 50. It has to be in caps lock. I'm guessing, I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Old CS1. For, what does that mean? Cassette 1? Cassette player 1? Something like that? So this time it works, so it's telling me to rewind the tape. It's a WAV file, so I'll have to do that. Now it's telling me to press play, so I can do that. And I guess like the first, 5 seconds or something are a leader. And then, oops, press enter. Now it's reading it. And this is going to be really boring to listen to, but it's just the way it's going. And I'm doing this kind of on purpose, kind of like, I'm only really making this for one person that I still haven't met yet that lives locally. And he and I are going to get together this week, I hope anyway. And he's going to show me his TI setup. I was thinking what I could do with this system. I thought I might try to make some video art on it. And I probably will. Dabbling in BASIC is fun. Although I really am frankly surprised that I don't want to keep picking on TI BASIC, but it seems slow. And I don't think that extended BASIC is really any faster. If it is, I'll try it out. And either way, from what I understand, it's worth just having extended BASIC. And from what I can tell, just most of the library of games requires extended BASIC. But for now, I'm just dipping my toe in the water, trying it out. Again, if you didn't watch my first video, this is my basic TI-99, it's no upgrades, and I have it hooked up to a Toshiba TV through composite. So the picture looks really good. Basically, I'm emulating a system that someone would have been using in, say, 1981 or 82 without any upgrades. They just purchased this from their local store and they brought it home. Don't know anything about computers. That's kind of me, except I know a little bit about computers, but just nothing about the TI really. So in a moment, this program will have finished loading and I can try it out. This program, I think, used the arrow keys to move around. I guess I'll find out in just a second. So data is okay, and press enter. Turn it up a minute. See how this one goes. And so what is that delay there? What is that delay? I don't know. Let's press run. If I'm correct, there's a helicopter going by overhead, so if you hear that, that's just what it is. So what is it doing here when I press run and it's just waiting? Is that normal? I've not seen that happen on other systems, so. Alright, welcome to Nerm of Bemer. Looks pretty cool, by the way. So it's telling me to use the arrow keys. It says E, S, D, and X to move. So this one I thought was pretty good. This one was in a compute in 1984. Let's see if I can move. Okay, so good. Now I have to kind of figure out when I'm moving. So it's pretty slow. Yesterday I was able to clear the screen. I think there's 11 levels according to the directions. That's going to be a tough one to get. Okay, and yeah, like you can like almost. I feel like I'm picking on the TI, but really I'm not. I'm actually enjoying using it and learning a little bit about it because oh no. Yeah, that's not going to work too good. Let's see. Alright, can I get out of this one? Oh, I did it. Wow. I don't even know how my picture looks here. Alright, so I don't know how many I have to get. Mushrooms remaining. I think that's what that mushrooms means. Yeah, so I have to get one more mushroom and then exits open up to the 4 sides. Now, I've played many games like this, these snake type games, but they've always been quite a bit faster. So I don't know if you heard that noise. So when I exited the room yesterday, I took the right. Let's see if I can't line this up. Ah, shoot. I feel like I'm playing Tetris with this. I've got to line it up perfectly. Alright, so this one would be a good one to play compiled if I get a chance. No, don't tell me it's going to erase everything on my screen. Oh, man. So I think this one, or the other one I just played, were originally written for the Atari 8-bit. And the Atari 8-bit is really my favorite 8-bit home computer. It's not the one I started off with. I discovered it in the 90s, but I like it quite a bit. And so I wouldn't mind trying. I like this, how it moves the screen away. Kind of reminds me of Berserk a bit. Anyway, I'd like to try the the version for the Apple, or not the Apple, the Atari. See if I like it any better. And it's not that I don't like this game. It's just too slow. And I mean, all right. So I can't, because I'm kind of playing this at an angle, like so I could have the picture being on the screen. So I'm not sure if you can see exactly what's going on here. All right. Alright, so I want to play one more time till I die, then I'm going to try loading up that game Goblin. And that will be it, and then I'm going to close out this video, I think. Alright. Yeah. So if anyone has any memories of playing this game, and I know at least the person who recommended this does, and a couple other people probably in the AtariAge forum, I'd like to hear about how you got it, or like, wow, there was a pause there for a minute, like, what was up with that? Such a strange pause. So when I first got my first home computer, it was 1983, about 1984 actually, and it was a Commodore 64. And all my original games that I played, except for a couple of public domain ones that we got, I think a week or two after we got the computer, you used to be able to get compilations from Commodore for the Commodore 64. That would be one disc, and they used to cost $8, and they used to come with various software. And I got one that had like educational software, like it had Lemonade Stand. And the other one my stepfather picked up was, I think it was a business one, and it was very not used. How about that? My stepfather didn't really use the computer. Oh man. Well, it looks like I'm screwed. And you don't get any points for time, so that is that. Oops. I don't think I have more than one life. Do I? Let's see. Oh, I still am. Sorry, you just have to get that one last mushroom, then I'll have cleared the screen. So that's nice. One of the neat things about reading about in the computer archive that was on archive.org for this compute issue was first seeing the artwork, and this was actually the cover game. So it actually, well, I can't exit that one. That's too bad. Let's go up again and see what happens. Hope it doesn't wrap around. I'll take the left exit. See if I can't manage that one. That one will be a little harder to do, but I will try it. Now if I go down, will it take me back to where I started? Let's see. Come on. Can I time this right? Great. So now we get to watch everything get erased, which is okay. And I'm kind of curious how good the screen shows up here. I think for the next one, what I'll do is after I load it, I will pause it or something like that, and then I'll just do a close-up of the screen so that you can see me play Goblin, which is, you know, a fun game, and I would like to show it off because, oh, bonus life. I don't know why. I guess my score, because, oh, I beat probably 1,000 points. So I can't remember who recommended this to me. Now that I'm getting a little used to playing TI games and they're kind of the slowness of the systems, it's an okay game. It really, if anyone can let me know if this game should have been a little faster, like if it could have been, oh shoot. Oh shoot, oh no. Oh well, this is what happens when you're not good at it. But this is what happens when I try to talk to at the same time as playing a game. Although it makes it, I feel like I'm almost talking to myself, but, you know, hey. I've been having fun making these videos, but I've noticed the editing, which actually I've been getting faster at doing, takes a bit. So if I have less editing to do because it's all just one shot, then even better. Or just a couple of shots anyway. I don't know how exciting that is to watch, but see, like, I don't know if you noticed that, but there was like this weird pause there. I like though that there's a head. Oh man. Is it possible for me to get this one? I guess it is possible, technically. It ain't gonna be easy, though. Man. Good luck, Adam. Oh, by the way, my name is Adam, and I have a podcast and a website about the Boa Alley Arcade. And a friend of mine on the East Coast, I live in the United States, and on the East Coast of the United States, I started making some Amiga videos, and I started making some too. And there was someone who made a comment a few days ago. Let's see if I can get out of there. Come on, come on, come on. I did it. Who made a comment about that he lived locally and he's into the TI. So this is, and I happen to have one, so that's why I'm playing some TI games. We've been playing them. I've been playing them for a few days now. Okay. Alright, so we'll exit out the left door again. So what happens if I clear all the rooms? I have 3 lives still. I could be on this game for quite a while. I'd actually cut it short. I don't even know how to quit out of a game. Maybe it's just that, or is that buy? I don't know. 1,700 points. Well, if there's anyone who wants to play against me for high score, if you have the patience, load up this game on real hardware and play it. You know, I guess this brings up a good point. Can I play this under emulation and speed up the emulation, say by like 50% or something, and play the game a little faster? I guess it would be, I don't know if it would be cheating, but it might make it a little bit more interesting. Alright. There we are, new screen being drawn. Let's see if we have some new obstacles. Oh, this one's going to be difficult if I don't pay attention. Am I getting drawn any faster? No. So, I'm sorry I don't remember whoever recommended this, but I think I've already said it at least once. Thanks. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Get over, get over. There we go. And the TI has a pretty good little keyboard. For anyone who, oh goodness gracious! Now if the next mushroom appears on the left, I am screwed. But hey, this is going to be the death of me. Now everything will have to land over there for me to be able to get them. That's tough. I'm already dead. Might as well just run into the wall. That wasn't an oops, that was on purpose. Yeah, I still don't know too much about the system's capabilities. I feel like, shoot. Who's playing this game? That's my own fault. Talking too much. But I feel I don't know the sound capabilities. I don't even think I know how many colors it can show. I think it can show 16 colors, is that right? It's a very colorful screen when you turn it on. Is that the same screen you'd see when you turn on the original TI-4 without the A in it, you know? I'm just curious. So anyone who's watching this video, if you leave some comments, I'd appreciate that. Maybe like the video. Shoot, come on. Oh man, might as well run into that border again. But I'm curious about the history of the machine and the history of the users. That's the kind of thing that interests me. A new high score? Well, of course. My ranking, C to continue. Continue, of course. Why would I want to quit? Oh, I guess I will quit. Let's see, can I quit? You know, I don't even know how to exit a game. So, you know how I know how to do it? I know how to turn it off and then turn it back on. That's it. That's what I know. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it. Alright, so now I'm going to load up Goblin. And Goblin it is. So last night when I was playing these games, it was in the evening, and I kind of got, I think I said I already got a little bit frustrated because the games were loading so slow. But now that I'm used to that, I mean, you got to give things a chance. It's okay. I'm all right with that. Not with the loading part, but just the playing part. The first one's too slow. And let's play it. I like that it's nice and reliable. Turn that down so you don't have to hear it. That's a terrible noise. Yeah, this one only is about 40 seconds long or so to load. Maybe not even quite that. But after this one loads, I'll show the title screen, and then on this game I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little better, and you'll probably see it like flickering like crazy or whatever. There's probably a way to make it so I can have a different resolution or something like that, so that you can see not see that, but I don't know how to do that. If you know how I can point it to the screen and make it do that, and not have like the flickering effect like that, let me know. All right, let's see if it runs. Okay, so seems to have run. Yeah, look, I don't know if you can see where my hand is, but yeah, I read in the Wikipedia article, I think it was the Wikipedia article yesterday, the day before yesterday, that this gets pretty warm, and some people call it a coffee warmer or something like that, on a video I watched. And my original one that I had back in the 80s that I was given by a neighbor used to get so hot it used to overheat and then just like reset or turn off. This one, I don't know how warm, I mean, it's just warm, it's not hot, but I can see why people call it a coffee warmer, that's for sure. Alright, so if I knew how to quit or clear, I would do that. I would list the beginning of the... Well, you know what? Just because I'm curious, on the Commodore 64 I typed all this in, and I think it was a short enough program that I typed the whole thing in on the Commodore 64. It's so weird to me that like TI Basic only allows you to have one, like, I guess not one command per line, because like some of these have more than one command, like call hchar, I guess that's 2 commands. Call key, is that all considered one command? I guess if then, that's all one, I don't know. But I find it weird that like it wasn't built in so you could like have more than one command on a line. But I guess that's something that Extended Basic has. Also, I would be curious, what's the history of that? How long do people have to wait for Extended Basic to come out so they could use sprites and stuff? Alright, it was a pretty short program, so that's it. I'm going to start it here, and then I'm going to zoom in on the screen so you can see what I'm doing here. Before I start to cover Goblin, which I just loaded up, I'm going to actually talk about these books, and then I'll show you my game of Goblin in a minute. I showed you these 4 books on my first video. Out of the 7 I had, and then I covered 3 of them. So this one is the one that's about the processor inside the TI. This is the one that everyone is familiar with. It came with the TI. This one is a book on games, and that one over there is also on games. I'm not going to concentrate on this one because I guess if you're a TI fan, then you're very familiar with it. I don't know too much about it. Then there's this one, which I'm not going to concentrate on either because it's really nothing about the TI itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover these 2 books and see what's inside of them. I think some of these games are probably not easy for me to find, but some people can find them easily enough. And maybe someone can point them out to me. I think these are all just for TI Basic and they don't require a different Basic, but let's find out. Yeah, it just says written in TI Basic, so there you go. This is the first book I'm going to cover. First thing about it is I'm hoping you can see it okay. I tried to make it so there's not too much of a glare coming from the lights. This book is called Games that TIs Play, and it's based on games that Apple's play, and all these games work in Basic or TI Basic. So I don't think that you need to have a version of this for you don't need to have the extended Basic. So let's open it up. First thing I want to point out is it says not for resale. So I don't know where this came from. Someone had it. It's by DataMost. I think DataMost made some great books for the Atari. I don't know how much they did for the TI. Give some acknowledgments. This book came out in '83. And let's see what we've got going on here. Table of contents. There we go. That was hard to get to. Table of contents, introduction, programming word and number games. So we've got a game called Sci-Fi, Animal Learner, Biorhythm, Connect 5, Digits, Grew Stew, IRS Man, Kingdom. Now Kingdom is a fun game. I'm quite familiar with that one. It's a very simple game, but it's pretty fun. If anyone can point me to Kingdom, I've played this on my Astrocade. I would like to try to play Kingdom, so please point that one out to me. Let's see, Magic Squares, Numbers Away, Reverser, Translation, and Word Scrabble. Okay, so these are going to be simple games. But out of these, I don't know, about 10 games or whatever, I want to try to play Kingdom. And then programming graphic action games. Now, I think since these are in TI Basic, there's a plane passing over my house. So if you can hear that, that's what it is. I don't think there's sprites available on this system. So, well, there is sprites available on the system, but not through TI Basic. I don't think. So, we've got Mubble Chase, Artist Board, Nim, Barrel of Fun, Block'em, Brain Teaser, Craps, Flip'em, 3-dimensional tic-tac-toe. Okay, so if someone can show me 3D tic-tac-toe, I'm curious how good this plays. Hangman, Itch, Leaky Faucet, I wonder what that is. Match the Key, Miniature Golf, Robot Chase. I think that's one of the games that someone suggested I play, so I'd like to see this one too, Robot Chase. Shmoo, Stranded, Target, and Twinkie. And that's all the games. Is that really 27 games or whatever? I guess this one doesn't say there's 27 games. It was the second book, Zappers, that says that. So there's all of them. I'd like to try those 3 games. What did I say? I said Kingdom, 3-dimensional tic-tac-toe, and Robot Chase. So that'd be good. So let's check out if Kingdom has a picture, page 71. Let's flip over to that. Come on, let there be a picture. Oh, there is. That's cool. It's a good picture, too. I don't know how good you can see that one, but I really like this guy's art. He did art for a lot of 8-bit stuff in the early 80s. And I think someone made a compilation of it available, I don't know, the last few years. There's people who are into 8-bit systems that they went out of their way to get original art of his. So anyway, this is a robot sitting on top of grain and stuff like that. And the game says, this game tests your leadership ability, which it does. So yeah, let's see how long this one is. I'm not going to be typing this in, so if someone wants to point this one out to me, please do. This would be a good game for me to play since I'm complaining about the speed of the system for me to play because it doesn't require a fast system. There's a lot of typing here. I wonder how long this one will take to load. Yeah, please find this one for me. I'd like to try it out. Yeah, so it's 6 pages of text, so I won't be typing it in. Although some of these, I mean, this wouldn't take too long to type because, I mean, line 800 input Q, you know, not much. Let's see, 3D tic-tac-toe, what page was that on? 3D tic-tac-toe was on page 181. See if that has art. Dun, dun, dun. Almost there. It's like it's trying to keep itself away from me. 3D tic-tac-toe. There we go. This guy's art, it always has a robot that has like a camera lens for his robots, and they're great little robots. I love them. And finally, the last one. Let's just forget which one I said. Let's see if we can't find some cool art, because some of it is just great. Oh, there's a weird looking one, a monster, a gargoyle or something like that. Let's see. Twinkie. That's not typical of his art. Target. Stranded. What else we got? Shmoo. Robot Chase. So here's Robot Chase. Here's, wow, if I was being chased by that robot, I'd be in sad shape. If you can see that one, it's a man being squashed by a robot, or about to be. In fact, just for the heck of it, since my camera can zoom pretty good, let's zoom in on that just a bit. Alright, that's pretty nice. Look at this guy being squashed. Zoom in just a little bit more. Maybe then I'll read what it says about the game. Funny. Alright, Robot Chase. In this game, you try to avoid being captured by the killer robots, but escaping their relentless pursuit is most difficult. Because the pursuit is entirely predetermined, it might be a good idea to chart your course before venturing forth. And then it tells you, look at lines 940 through 130. These lines draw the original game, set up to test it out. Erase lines within the loop to see the effect of their omissions. Yeah, so that was something that's great about BASIC, is you can try it out and see what, oh, look at that. This one has instructions in it that you could type in. So I bet if I typed this in, I would have left all those lines out of there. Yeah, don't know anything about TI Basic, so this is all learning experience for me. It's got some interesting tidbits. It does have sound, which I tried around the other way. Call, key. Yeah, I'll find out what this is when I start exploring TI Basic. All right, so I'm going to close out with this book, and I'm going to look at Zappers, and then we're going to get in to see me play Goblin. Right before I show you the other book, I was pretty sure I had this games TI's play for the Atari, and lo and behold, I sure do. Games Atari's play, and let's see if the table of contents are the same. I bet they are. Well, they're similar. They're not actually the same. Let's compare them side by side, shall we? Alright. So here, this is the Atari one. This is the table of contents for the TI one. Yeah. So yeah, they're quite a bit different. Programming, graphic, action games. Very different, in fact. There's a lot more graphic action games on the, or I guess a lot less graphic action games on the Atari. Yeah. But, pretty neat. I'm surprised at how different the table of contents are. Now, the Atari would have had sprites, or on that system they're called player missiles. All right, but I didn't want to really, that's a tangent I'm on here. I happen to do that, so I'm going to try to not do that. All right, let's get back to show you the book Zappers. So this book is called Zappers, Have Fun Programming and Playing 23 Games for the TI-99 by Henry Mullish and Dov Kruger. I want to show the back of the book. I should have done that for the last one. And this one says, let's see, well, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but something I do find interesting is it says when the book was bought, it was put in stock in a bookstore called Bookstop. It was put in there August 11th, 1984. The list price is $9.95, and Bookstop sold the book for $7.96. So that's pretty neat that the information's there. All right, here's what it says. How would you like to play some great new games on your TI-99 4A and learn how to program in BASIC at the same time? With Zappers, you can do just that. Best-selling author Henry Mullish and Dov Kruger have created 23 games you can easily input into your TI-99, each one specially designed to take advantage of the T-99's terrific color graphics and sound capabilities, as well as its ability to play sophisticated games of strategy. You'll have to defend yourself against a deadly robot attack. Gamble your fortune in roulette. By the way, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm surprised I can read it as well as I am. Bring a spaceship to a planet's surface and lander, out with the computer in a mind-boggling game of 3D tic-tac-toe, and much, much more. And I'm not sure exactly, but most of the time these books all had very similar programs, and just from the telling of these, some of these books had the same exact title, like 3D tic-tac-toe and Robot Attack. Let's see, where was I? But that's only the beginning. Each chapter includes not only a description of the game and its program listing, but a line-by-line description of the program and a detailed discussion of how the program is constructed and how it actually works. In this way, if you want to add more fuel to your lander or selectively place some more barriers between you and those robots, you'll be able to make those changes yourself. There are even some suggestions for modifications and enhancements to help you get started. Before you know it, you'll be creating your own games or any other type of program. So whether you just want to play some challenging games on your TI-99 4A or are just looking for a fun way to begin programming BASIC, Zappers is the book for you. Well, let's see what's inside. Table of contents. All right, Zappers. That's a long title. Yeah, you don't get titles like that anymore. So table of contents is 2 pages. We've got introduction, the history and development of the TI-99. Well, that's neat. I haven't seen it. I don't know. Right, teach me something right there. Setting up your system, getting ready for action, how to type in programs, editing a program. The first program is a guess my number, typing test, arithmetic quiz, scrambler, hangman, sound sight Simon, blackjack, roulette, concentration, hidden word zap, or excuse me, where did I get zap from? Hidden word search, changing patterns, organ, mindstorming, tic-tac-toe, which is not the 3D one, but yeah, tic-tac-toe, man. I used to play that as a kid. I guess everyone did. A game called Cubic, Flip a Disc, Magic Squares, Calendar, Phone Translator, Morse Code, Lander, Robot Attack, and Snazzle. Well, there you go. Let's pick one. Let's pick a Robot Attack on page 189, because that one sounds like an interesting one to try out. So let's get up to page 189. And Robot Attack. So there's no pictures in this one. This one says, in this arcade-style game, ferocious attack robots converge on you. The hapless player, who appears to be a red-colored human on the screen. I wonder if this is... I figured this was going to be a game where you play in a square and then they just come from you from all directions, one space at a time. But if it's an arcade-type game, I'm going to try playing this one. So this is another game I'm looking for. If anyone can point a WAV file out of this one so I can play it using my tape interface, that'd be cool. Again, this would be Robot Attack, and I guess the first couple of lines would look like this. So line 140 has NB equals 10, and line 50 is NR equals 10, and that's it. So I'm going to close it out by looking at the cover once more, and maybe zooming in a little bit, and yeah, finish there. Up next is going to be me playing Goblin and see how well I can do. And then after that, I'm going to finish the end of this video, and I'm not sure what I'm going to cover in my third one yet. Maybe by then I will have met up with someone who lives locally to me who also has a TI and he's going to show me his local setup. Maybe I'll have learned a little bit more and I can make a better video for my third one. Also, I wouldn't mind learning how to capture a video output from the TI-99. Alright, thanks for watching this one so far. And we're back, and I've zoomed in on the game. This game doesn't let you use the joystick, it's just keyboard. So I want to play again, I have to have caps lock down. And I think this one uses the cursors. High score is 0. So what happens in this one is I'm a little goblin. I start at the bottom of the screen. There's probably some backstory in the Compute magazine, or I typed this in from one of my, like I said, Commodore books earlier. So these are random guys. You want to collect all those, and I'm going to start like right around here, and either I'm the goblin or they're the goblins. I don't remember, but I just move up the screen. I don't know if this game has sound. I thought it did. Simple sound. There's sound nonetheless. And all you can do is go left and right. I'm going to see if there's sound. Let's see about that. There is. Okay. Turn that up. Guess I want to play again. I don't know if this sound is loud enough yet. The high score is 100. Yeah, this is pretty good. Now, I don't know. I guess I felt like I was a little hard on it now that I'm playing 3 games in a row. I mean, it is slower than I'm used to in BASIC, and yeah. Oh, it was something that's funny. At least in the Commodore 64 and the Atari, when you play this game, there is like all the little sad faces turn happy. I don't know how I'm gonna get this one over here. Yeah. Ah, crap. There's something like I'm also not used to the delay. There's like a little delay. It's almost like people talk about when they're playing on a flat screen monitor, when there's a slight delay between like using an old console on a flat screen like modern TV. but I'm playing on a CRT. Alright, where am I going to start? Always the same place, I believe. Okay, I'm going to get some... Alright, how much is each one of these worth? 25. Oh no. Okay, cool. Beat my score, at least. Okay, where am I going to be? Oh, crap. Alright, I'm going to try to play until I get, I don't know, 200 points. That's not much. This game, I'm sure I can get used to the delay. Maybe I'll do a comparison and try this on the Atari, but probably not. It'll just be more work than it's worth. But if you get a chance and you're a TI fan, branch out a little bit. I'm sure most of everyone who's a fan of the TI has tried other 8-bit systems. But try a couple of the TI basic games on other systems and see the difference in speed, because, man, it's quite a bit. Although there's something about this font that I like a little bit better. I guess because it's larger. Alright. Good. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, shoot. Well, I don't know. I like the Goblin looking guy, though. Ah! Okay, that's 150 points. Yes, I'll play one more time. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll try to look up these games in like some issues of Compute or whatever and see where they were published and talk about it in my next video. If anyone has any suggestions what they'd want me to see covered, I'm all ears, because I'm just totally learning. I don't know anything about this system, and I kind of feel like ignorant. I feel kind of ignorant, but how else do I learn? And I might as well learn from people who are watching this video or in the forums, because they know more about it than I do. Ah! Okay, you guys are gonna have to watch for a while, because I can't beat my own score. All right, Goblin. So I think I mentioned I typed this in originally on the C64, and it's 2020 right now. I'm pretty sure I typed this in 1985 from like Compute's first book of Commodore 64 or the second book of Commodore 64. One of those books. If anyone has fond memories of Compute like I do, I'd like to hear about it. I think I might get killed right away. I knew it. Alright. See how they all turn happy? Alright, I'm just going to play, now that since I can't get 200 points, I'm just going to play for a few more, I don't know, maybe 2-3 more rounds. I say that, but like I feel like this game is beating me. So I recommend trying this game out. It's pretty fun, and if you have a TI-99 with just the basics, you can play it. It's available as a WAV file, and just try it out. Okay, so I gotta get, what, 8 to get my score, so that's 2. Okay. Oh, shoot. That's not, I didn't expect that to happen, but cool. It kind of isn't helpful that I'm not playing right in front of my screen because my camera's looking at it. I think I have a way to capture this, like directly. I mean, I have a capture card, but it doesn't capture everything great. Like, it'll capture the output from my, the composite output from my, some of my systems, but like some, it just doesn't cooperate with. Like, I have a system called the Emerson Arcadia 2001, or I did. I gave that one to a friend of mine. There we go, I beat my score, so good. Let's see if I can't get over here and see if I can't try to clear the screen. I've done it before on the other systems. Okay. I don't think there's a time limit. Alright, so where am I at? I've got to get over to... Okay. Good. Okay. Man, I'm actually, like, I was going to say I'm actually, like, enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself just because I'm trying this game anyway. And I'm trying, I'm not going to be able to get that one. I don't think it's impossible. Which happens, this is totally random. 400 points. All right, anyone, if you can beat that score, then on the TI, I think it's probably much easier to beat on other systems. And obviously, I know if someone can beat it, I'm only just messing around. Ooh, I might actually be able to get this one. Oh yeah, check it out now. Okay, 475. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, what was I thinking? All right, do I want to play again? No, so I'm gonna exit out. I'm all done. All right, guys and girls, and any fans of the TI, thanks for watching my video, and if you have any suggestions, let me know. Thanks. I'm closing out my second video on the TI-99. In my next one, I'll be loading up some other basic games. Playing these games for the second time for this video, as opposed to a couple of nights ago when I played them and I was a little, I would say, annoyed at how slow they seemed. I got used to it. They're still not speedy, but they're still fun. So that's what it's about. Give a system a second chance, a third chance sometimes, and you'll discover what people enjoyed about it in years past. In my next video, I hope to have more fun too. And I want to say that I'm going to be meeting up with someone from the AtariAge forums this week, and I'm hoping to learn more about the TI-99 4A computer, for which I'm learning is pretty cool.